My deadbeat parents disowned me for beating up my twin brother after he slept with my girlfriend. 8 years later they want to reconnect with me and I don't know why. Growing up I was the black sheep of the family and I knew that from a very young age. My parents weren't exactly secretive about it. The problem was that my family is full of athletes who played basketball, soccer, softball, and football professionally. On the other hand, I was interested in archery, which my family called a wimpy sport. I had to beg my parents to come to my tournaments, but they never showed. I was never neglected by them, but they were never emotionally there for me as they were for my siblings, and as a teenager I resented that. Whenever I tried to bring this up to them, they would always call me an attention seeker. Things took a turn for the worst when I was 15 and began dating a girl from my class. I really liked her, and though I was young, I could see myself having a future with her. After 6 months of dating, I introduced her to my parents and siblings, who all really liked her. We dated for 2 years and I was really happy with her, until I found out she was cheating on me with my own twin brother. She told me that while at first she loved me, the love she had for my brother surpasses that. Later that same day, I went home to confront my brother. I was so enraged that I sucker punched him and knocked him out. I admit that I should have not gotten violent, but years of resentment towards him and the rest of the family just burst open. In exchange for my family not pressing charges on me as I could have been tried as an adult in court, I was sent to live with my paternal aunt, who at this point was estranged from the family and lived in another city about 2 hours away. From then on, I have not had any contact with them and they didn't bother contacting me. At first, it was tough because I knew they didn't like me, but this felt too far. With support from my aunt and her husband, I was able to move on from wanting a relationship with them and knew that this was for the better. Since then, I graduated from school, met my beautiful wife, and we were blessed with a daughter a year ago. Just when my life was going great, I received a message from my parents, asking me to celebrate Christmas at their house to reconnect. The whole thing was honestly really sketchy because we hadn't spoken in 8 years, and knowing my parents, they definitely had ulterior motives. I just didn't know what they were at the time. Still, I told them that I would consider it as I possibly have other plans, but would give them a clear answer soon. But then my brother and sister sent me friend requests, which felt weird to me since they always preferred my twin over me. They didn't even like people knowing we were related. I doubt they would want them knowing we were friends. Should I go and try to reconcile with my family or not? On one hand, they perhaps feel bad about what they did to me and want to apologize for what they did, but on the other hand, perhaps if I go there, they will try to make me apologize to Casey, which I do not want to. Update: after lots of thinking, I told them that I decided to spend the holidays with my wife. I assumed they would try to argue with me, but instead they said they respected my opinion and could not wait to see me after the holidays. I was really confused as to why they wanted to see me so badly again. So, I went to talk to my aunt who raised me about the whole thing. That's when she told me the whole truth. A month ago, my grandpa reached out to ask about me and what I was doing in my life. My aunt was quick to call him out for wanting to know about me after he supported my twin for what he did. My grandpa told my aunt that I deserved to be estranged because I had cheated on my girlfriend with one of her close friends. My jaw dropped. My parents had changed the entire narrative of the original story. He had been told by my family that after the friend who I allegedly cheated with confessed to my ex, she went to my twin and sister for support and comfort. Apparently, when I found out about this, I confronted and brutally attacked my siblings. While my sister was the one who tried to break me and my twin apart, I never laid a finger on her. I didn't brutally attack my twin either. I honestly could not believe that my family hated me so much that they were willing to make up a terrible lie about me and spread it around. My aunt told my grandpa the full truth about what happened, and just days later, he had told my parents and siblings that if they did not apologize for what they did to me and have me over for the family Christmas dinner, they would be cut off from his will. He's a multimillionaire, so they were willing to put their pride aside to get his money. Even after 8 years of being disowned, my parents have not learned to care about me and were just using me for money.